Madden NFL.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. He completes it to Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That's Olave bringing in another one. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Yeah, it's been a difference.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Throwing on first down is Carr. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Carr now on first down. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely.
Again, it's Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended. On first down, Carr. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. This one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Kamara up the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And quickly they get to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Carr completes it, and he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. From the 36, Carr. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. This is Smith with a grab. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, his 3rd touchdown now. Now on 1st down. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now Carr. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And they're going to speed things up here. Another try after the first down sack. Carr under pressure. Azeez Ojulari in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle. But they're going to wrap him up. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now Carr. The pass caught by Olave. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
To throw, it's Carr. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you're leading in the fourth quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now the ball.
It's the NFL.
Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. Play action. Now it's Carr. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Defense.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. Kamara gets it again on second down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Carr. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Carr to throw for it on fourth down. And this one complete to Smith. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. But I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Eno Benjamin, his third rushing touchdown on the year. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Here's Carr to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hardy. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The throw over the middle taken in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On play action, it's Carr. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To try again after the sack. Carr. And his throw here's in. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. The Carr's throw caught by Olave. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Kamara. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42.
That's good for the Saints. First and 10 on the play to the line.
Carr to throw. He completes it to Olave. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Throwing his Carr. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Carr. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Carr. Intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the Packers are... Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And that not at all what they were hoping for. He does stop the clock, but it eats up precious time and winds up losing yardage. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe call is to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Hardy's got it on the out route. And he's out of bounds with a first down with 11 seconds remaining. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Carr to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that. Only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for New Orleans, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they fall 2 games under 500 now at the weather this time of year in the South? Perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Taking in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Thomas brings it in. And he'll be brought down at the 27. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at their own 25-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Off the play fake, Mariota. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Demario Davis showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's second and 14. To throw is Mariota. He finds his man, complete. That's Curtis.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. Throwing is Mariota. Dancing to his left. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting... a scrimmage, but not much more than that. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the... Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Hands it off out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
3rd and goal. Mariota. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Carr to throw again. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. On play action, now Carr. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go with Kamara. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake. Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, the good news for him, they got the...
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Following the interception here, Mariota. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the red zone now, Mariota.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Kyle Pitts
from 19 yards away. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Carr now to throw. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 78 yards.
And the Saints are once again back in front.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Falcons take over first down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mariota.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
It got his man. Complete. Touchdown. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed.
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it.
And the Falcons grab it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Play action now. Mariota. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The Falcons at 2-7 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. To throw Mariota. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Smith catches left side. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. Now Carr. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick. Thought he had first-round ability, but when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
First and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota right at the 50-yard line.
They go play action. Mariota. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
On second down, they'll run it here. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and that will force a turnover on downs. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now Hill looking to throw on first. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Hardy set to return. 44-yard punt, return of 9.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. Trying to get it to top.